Hello and welcome back to First to Worst. I'm Spanners. I'll be your host for this run. I'm joined today in the booth by the wonderful PuddingFace. PuddingFace, welcome.
Good to be here again.
How you
I
doing?
honestly didn't think I'd get this far. So I'm doing fantastic. How
Excellent,
are you
excellent.
doing?
No, hanging in there. Almost done with Goulash. You are the second to last run we have scheduled.
Oh
So,
boy.
yeah, your opponent has, of course, already run. That is Cthulhu. How do you feel about your odds?
I think my odds are pretty good. I feel like it's kind of a 50-50 shot here, at least with all like the practice and stuff that I've been doing, whether or not I break their score. So yeah, we'll see. With a bit of luck and some good skill, I think I might have it.
Right on. I love the confidence. So, with that, we have you hanging out in the take and hold seat. You can go ahead and please eat your hot dog and start doing your rolls. You have 3 re-rolls. Please announce your rolls to me so that I know to count them down.
Okay. See what we got. I'm gonna re-roll.
First re-roll.
See, there we go. Yeah, I think I'll roll with this.
You gotta take what you got. Okay. Just letting the stream catch up so we can see what you've got. I see the first re-roll. You're gonna roll with that Defender 45, huh?
Yeah,
All right. Right on. So,
not a option.
there are definitely worse ones out there. So, with that, Pudding Face, are you ready for your run?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you may commence your run. Good luck, and we will see you on the other side.
All right, thank you.
And with that, we'll give it a few seconds for the stream to catch up, and then we will have a lovely little party here, watching what Pudding Face gets up to for his run. Starting off with the Defender 45, I agree, there are definitely worse options out there. Should have no trouble with the statics. The sights, I think, leave a bit to be desired. They're not as precise as I might want. But for sure, we'll get the job done. Accidentally loading his, oh, no, that was a fresh mag. I thought it was empty for some reason. Clearing out the hold and heading for the supply point. It'll be interesting to see what he gets for his first point. Looks like a 1 point pistol. Always good to have an extra. That's an, huh. Snapped into a something for sure. Rolling that 1 point pistol. Of getting the Deagle 357, which I would say is a better roll than that Defender 45. It's got power, it's got a better sight picture. The only way that could be better is if it had illuminated sights, I think. In any case, we are rolling all the way through to hold one. We got 5 statics up, a nice lineup on both sets. We got 3 down one hallway and 2 down the other. This has the makings for a fairly quick hold one clear, as long as we don't get interrupted in the middle of a reload or by any Sussex coming around. And the statics are up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. fairly smooth. Not the quickest static clear, but as far as
Data extracted.
5 static clears go,
3
not bad.
override tokens found.
Off to a good start,
Advance to next
heading
system
through
node
to
and
our
take it.
next supply points. Hold 2 for this seed, as we have seen several times by now, is in yellow pit room. Which it doesn't give us the score bonus that we normally like yellow pit room for. Unfortunately, there aren't enough spawns coming in to really take advantage of having extra Sosics come in. Usually, yellow pit gives us much better results on hold 3 or 4, or, of course, as we see in seed 8, hold 5 with the speed meat. We've got, ooh, yeah, 2-point auto-loading shotgun. Always roll that.
Token found.
Always roll it. And he's rolling it. Ooh, bad luck. Got the stockless autoloader. This is the one point in time where I would consider rolling again. Because stockless shotguns are trash tier. And there are so many better rolls in the pool. He's thinking about doing it. Do it. He's not doing it. Roll ourselves some number 4 buck out of the ammo station. That will definitely come in handy for the hardens we're about to see. Taking our...
Let's check this out.
Sadly... I mean, look at that. For real. The stockless shotgun here is manageable with a red dot on it. But, yeah, he's going back to roll again. That's a good move, I'd say, at this point. Now, it can only be worse if you roll another stockless shotgun. So, unfortunately, that's 4 points currently down the drain for stockless shotguns. The SPAS of the stockless shotgun options, the SPAS 12 is the best one, but, you know, it's the best of a bad roll. And it's unfortunate that Pudding has gotten all of these poor rolls, but he's going to work with it, heading straight into hold 2. As much as I dislike the stockless shotguns, they should do a pretty good job of dealing with the hardened encryptions, since we're not looking at too many far engagements here.
Oh, good.
We have a full array of hardens to deal with, including one in the darkened hallway. We've got 5 in total, and they're up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not a bad harden clear, not bad at all. The main advantage here of the SPAS being its capacity. A couple rounds extra over the other shotgun he has. I'm not quite sure what the name of that other shotgun is. I think it's the T14, but don't quote me on that. In any case, we are moving right along to our hardens, dealing with the Sosigs as they come in. That is a lovely little cluster of swarms. I believe I said hardens previously. They're not. They're going to be swarms. 3 of them, in fact, with 3 Sosigs to go with. If he gets a little bit of distance on him, like he's trying to do here, it is possible for that buck. Ooh, bad timing, out of position. Switching over to the swarms. The first one's down, the second one's down. And switch over to our backup shotgun. And we are through. Lost precious, precious time on that. Unfortunately, being caught out of position when the swarms came in.
4 override tokens found.
Luckily, there will be plenty of chances to pick up that score later on. Next hold is hold 3 in light blue room. Offers a chance for some close quarters to medium range engagements, as long as the Sausage don't get lost on the way, he should be able to pick up a good amount of time in light blue. Also rolling flechettes for his shotguns. Those will come in handy later. And I believe he had an AR roll in here, which is the superior roll right now. Can't quite catch what he's got there, but is filling up the Spas with flechette and his other shotgun with flechette. Both good choices. And yeah, 6 points. He's probably going to roll that, but going to go check out the other supply point, because it is always a good idea to see what's all on for sale before you buy. And it's another 6-point AR. So I have a pretty good feeling about what he's going to roll here. Yeah, roll it. And we get a VZ Para. The VZ Tactical. Which, of the VZ58 rolls that we have available to us in Ori, this is the best one. It does have the full auto capability. It spawned in with a 30-round mags, which, unfortunately, 30 is as big as it goes here. And it also has a touchpad mag drop and bolt release. So it has very AR-like controls. Not a bad roll. Certainly not what I would call a bad roll. Checking our ammo, and we got... what do we got? Can't quite see. Incendiary rounds, the blue tips, and that's nice to have this early. The VZ definitely is not the greatest of the ARs we could have rolled, but this is the best VZ in the pile. It's not a bad rifle, but there are better ones. But we're rolling with it. We do what we can with what we got.
What's over there?
I'm aware there's a cursor on the screen. It's not mine, and I'm not going to interrupt the run just for that. And the hardens are up. Spending an unfortunate number of rounds to get those first couple, switching over to the shotgun. Trying to get some control back. That Sausage tried to Mr. President. That one hardened. Spent an unfortunate amount of time regaining control of the room. Unfortunately, that 7.62 by 39 round does not have the power to punch through the hardened's armor. But it should have plenty of power dealing with our next waves of Sausages. It should do just fine all the way up until the next hold where we see Breacher Sausages. And you really want... usually some people see AP as a crutch. The swarms are up. Annihilated by the VZ58. It does have a high rate of fire, and it's pretty controllable. And that was a lovely swarm clear. But yes, usually with 7.62 by 39, we usually angle towards AP as soon as possible, because it just doesn't have that punch that other calibers do. As far as armor is concerned, at least. Obviously, it's popping heads here. But it has trouble getting through even these plates and vests that we're seeing here in Hold 3. Getting ready for our recursives. Conserving ammo. We've got control of the room again. The recursives are up just in time for the reload. The first one's down quick. And the second one's down also just as quick. That was a smooth, lovely recursive clear, and we are through
Data
hold 3.
extracted. 5 override tokens found. Advance to next system node and take it.
So here we do have a chance to try and roll that AP I was talking about before. There's a mag upgrade station. Unfortunately, that's not going to do any good with the VZ, because 30 rounds is what you get on that. And we won't be able to recycle any of our other guns this take phase, because that was the mag upgrade station, and he's only got 2 supply points here. Hold 4 in this seed, of course, is Jay Holloway. And with what he's got right now, you know, he could stand to have a better shotgun at this point. Obviously, we're hunting for that armor-piercing rounds, but he's doing well enough with a spaz. As much as I dislike stockless shotguns, it is functional.
Override token found.
So overall, we're not doing too bad here, equipment-wise.
Investigating.
He can roll all the way through hold 5 with what he's got.
Oh, check this out. Dang it! What's over there? Here, come on. Over.
So he's gonna go roll ammo now that he's cleared out J Hall. Hunting around for a patrol, perhaps. No, it looks like he's heading back to the other point. I suppose he's going to try for that mag upgrade station. Unfortunately, 30 is all you get, friend. Yep. So we're going to go check our ammunition. Maybe try and roll for attachments. This is the version of the VZ that has all those lovely pick rails, so you can put on a sight or anything you please. Lasers, suppressors, bayonets, grips. Another 6-point AR. I would definitely not roll that at this point. What do we get for ammo? It's hard to see. Got some tracers. Unfortunately, the incendiaries are ordered, but he is rolling, and that is a very lucky 6-point AR roll compared to all the things that he could have gotten out of there. That scar. Second time we've seen it today is pretty nice, I guess, compared to the VZ. Spent a lot of points to get there, but probably is going to like using that a lot more than the VZ58. And it came in with 30-round mags already. Could have come in with 5 or 10 rounders, so having it come in with 30s right off the bat is pretty tasty.
What's going on over here?
Getting interrupted very rudely by a patrol. And we see right off the bat the worst part about all of the SCAR rifles is the iron sights on these are atrocious. They're so bad. Checking our ammunition here, and we got, looks like, also incendiary rounds for our 5.56mm rifle. So, PuddingFace is well healed going into hold 4. Loading up with our number 4 buck. Probably going to use those for the agiles. I'm not sure there was a round in the chamber there.
Interface
In any
to
case,
system
we are
node.
heading out
Hold
to
this
hold
position.
4.
Analyzing system.
Investigating. Huh?
2 pairs of incoming sausage from 2 doorways. And the recursives come in fast.
Only a flesh wound.
Luckily, they are not hiding around too many corners. You should have enough time to have this next wave spawn in, and then so will the recursives. There they are. Suppressing this group of intruders. And then the first recursive is down. The Second one is down, and finally, moving on to the third. Took a couple extra shots there, but we didn't take any hits, and we're through the recursives. The last time we'll see those for this run.
Analyzing system.
Moving right along to our pseudo-speed meet. Downshifting to full auto. A nice, slow, controllable rate of fire on the Scar. One sausage got lost in green room there. Yeah, you got him.
Time to take a look.
Trying to be proactive, keeping that rifle fed. Teaching that sausage the basics of CQC. And the stealths are up. Looks like they're all in this hallway here. Oh no, I missed one. It was over his head, and he knew to look. I love that. He knew to look, because if you're missing one stealth, it is over your head. A lovely stealth clear indeed.
Analyzing system.
Switching back down to semi-auto, conserving ammunition, using precision. That 5.56 round having more armor punch than 7.62 by 39 for sure. And he's also aiming for the meaty bits in between the gaps, and the incendiary finishing them off. No trouble whatsoever. Moving, grooving, and all of the agiles are conveniently clustering down at this end of the hallway. As long as we get our timing right, our shots placed, this should be lovely agile clear, and they're up. First one's down. Second one ran right up to his face, mocking him. Dancing around his head. Height over bore, elevated sights. There we go. There we go. The iron sights on the Scar coming to bite him in the agiles, but we're through hold 4. Rolling right along to hold 5. We've got a few tokens left to play with and 3 supplies points. So we should be able to recycle a few things, get some points back, maybe try for a red dot, maybe try for some power-ups, maybe try for a bigger mag. It's open season. Gonna start by rolling ammunition for everything. Let's see what we got. Nothing particularly interesting ammo-wise. At least we're not taking any of it. Saying hello to a patrol here. They should know better. And then we have our second supply point back here in Yellow Hall. And we have a 12-point machine gun roll. Unfortunately, there's no way we've got enough points to roll that one. Very sad to see. I don't think anyone has rolled the 12 points and actually gotten the minigun so far. We've had the machine gun roll done a few times, but I think each time someone has rolled it, they've gotten a G36 or a Shorty M4 or something like that. So no minigun so far as I know. I desperately want to see that minigun come out, though. I'll be so happy when I do see it. It'll be a long time coming. We have an 8-point AR. No need to roll that, though. We've already got 30 rounders. And we can upgrade to 60s and 100s. Spending 6 points to go from 30 rounds to the 100-round big boy mag. With that slow, controllable rate of fire on the Scar, that will last a long time. And spending our last 3 points to get ourselves a Cyclops. Not the most practical of all the power-ups we could have gotten, but one of the more fun ones. arguably, otherwise known as the world is red now power-up. You might be able to track down some agiles with that. Looks like we're done with our supply points. Moving to clear up purple room. Going through the very same doors that the Sausage are about to. Yeah, he knows he's got ammo. And we are in it. Hold 5. 5th and final hold in purple room, which has shown itself to be a rough and tumble room. A lot of things can happen here, can get chaotic very quickly, so you got to be on your toes. Stealth's about to pop in right as soon as these guys come in the doors. And it was timed for the reload, of course, they always are. Oh, and we're missing one. There it is, it's over your head. What do we always tell you? It's over your head.
Advancing to next
PuddingFace
system
knows that, you should know that too.
Analyzing system.
Moving on to speed meet. This is the danger zone in hold 5 in purple room. Speed meet. You really got to keep these sausages down on lock, because if you don't, they overrun the room very quickly. It feels like they fill up the room so much faster than other holds, and we've seen that several times this phase of people losing control of purple room during speed meet and just getting overwhelmed. Luckily, PuddingFace has the firepower and the will to keep this room tightly controlled, and the world is red now. The agiles are up. I can't see what's going on. I bet you can't either. I think we've gotten one of the swarms. We have our gun there for a little bit. The sausages are starting to file in. We've got another agile. Greenberry went off somewhere. I think we got all the agiles. Astonishingly, we didn't take very many hits at all there. And the world is not red anymore. Again, not the most useful of all the power-ups, but definitely one of the more fun ones. And now we are coasting on momentum. Plenty of firepower to deal with these breachers, and the spawn rate on these is, of course, nowhere near as chaotic as the speed meet. So, unless something goes horribly wrong, hoping I don't jinx pudding when I say that, we should be able to deal with this regenerative very easily. You certainly got the firepower for it. 100 rounds in that big old coffin mag. Shouldn't have anything to worry about whatsoever. And there it is. A nice spawn right in the middle of the room. Carefully picking off one leg at a time. Those sights on the Scar not doing him any favors, but we got there. We are through. All 5 holds completed. We've got ourselves a 191-740. I shall plug that in the sheet. Unfortunately, that's not enough to beat Cthulhu, his opponent, and so I'm afraid I'm going to have to go break the news to PuddingFace. And so you have completed your run. Welcome back, PuddingFace.
Yeah. It could have gone better.
There were definitely a few places where things could have gone better. Your stealths, I was very proud of you for your stealths, because both rounds were stealths. You had one popping over your head, but you did not lose it for a second, because you know if you're missing one, it's over your head.
Yeah, or behind you.
Exactly. So very, very good to see that you didn't lose those, not even for a second. We do have your score recorded. Are you ready to hear the final results?
I think I already know how this went.
Mm-hmm. Well, with the standard spawn lock modifier, you have a final score of 201,327. Cthulhu, who ran earlier today, scored with the modifiers 203,878 and a half. And unfortunately, that half point does put him over the edge. And I'm very sorry to say, but you have been eliminated from the Goulash bracket, Pudding.
Darn. Oh well, it was fun while it lasted.
That's what we try and aim for here, is all good fun as long as it lasts. At least now you do get to play the game for fun again instead of trying to grind for first to worst.
Wow, what a feeling.
It should be freeing or
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be nice to install mods again and
There
play
you go.
characters that aren't Ori.
Play characters that aren't, yeah, being able to roll some more fun and interesting guns instead of, I don't know, meta chasing. Some people are into that. I don't know. In any case, now is the time to open up the floor to any questions or comments that viewers might have. In the meantime, I was so sad that you didn't have the points to roll that minigun.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny, on a practice run that I did earlier, I did have the points to roll a minigun and got like a what was it, saw. It didn't really
Mhm.
help me all that much.
We've
But
had
oh
people
well.
attempt to roll the minigun several times so far, but we haven't had any tournament runs that resulted in miniguns. I think. I haven't seen all the runs, but I'm pretty sure we haven't seen a minigun yet. We do
Here's hoping.
have someone in chat asking if you had fun aiming with telephone poles attached to your scar.
With these things, well, yeah, it's a great time. They just have this wonderful, it's really intuitive. You don't get, you don't think that you're pointing in the wrong direction at all. They're fantastic, and I'm really kicking myself that I didn't get an optic.
Those sights on the scar were definitely not doing you any favors at all.
Just like where I think it's wherever I point it, it's not where I'm actually where I think I'm aiming is not where I'm actually aiming.
They hit like
So
6 feet
annoying.
low or something ridiculous like that. They are, you know that elevated sight meme. Well, this is the iron sighted version of elevated sight.
Yeah, you
Oh
ain't
man.
kidding. Probably
Well,
would have been better off just using this, but oh well.
it is what it is. Commiserations on your loss. I sincerely hope we will continue to see you around the first worst server.
Of course, I will.
And in the meantime, that's a run. PuddingFace, thank you for the run. Everyone tuning in, thanks for watching. We have one more set of runs to do for Phase 2B of Goulash. That will be, I was just looking at it too. It's going to be Omega Eldritch versus Ralphelsauce coming up in a couple of hours at 0300 UTC. Convert that to whatever time zone you will. So you've got time to go get some snacks or something. In the meantime, thanks for watching. I've been Spanners. This was PuddingFace. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time on First to Worst.